Just make sure everything is hunky-dory, good to go. Alright, looks like we're good there. That is not the app I meant to open. Alright, we're good. I can get that to stand up. How's it going, everybody? I gotta do the right thing. Sophia here! I haven't even done the intro! How's it going, Sophia? Hold on. How's it going, everybody? My name is Lucien, and welcome back to Resident Evil Requiem. Hi, Sophia! We have one component left to get before we head to RPD for all that kind of fun in the sun. So let's just go ahead and get at it. Sophia, how you doing? I need a drink already. I'm trying to remember, oh, I still have to get the gas. That's the next thing I need to do. Why does my stream look weird? No, whatever. Good and tired. I just got back from vacation. I've been out of town for 5 days. I remember you telling me that. Hope your trip went well. Oh, hell no! I probably don't need this. I definitely don't need it. Infinite Launcher or Requiem? Infinite Launcher, Requiem. You know what? Sure. If I want to do things the old-fashioned way. Going down. Pardon. It never gets old. Like, genuinely, it never gets old. But I'm glad you had a good time on vacation, Sophia. Everybody needs a break once in a while. Machine gun ammo, don't need that. Going down. Rifle ammo. Herb. Can.
I gotta fill this up.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Wah! Bye-bye.
You must be the town lover.
It's so fucking fun. Just, uh-oh, or not. Oh, this will be good, too. I understand that I'm taking some of the challenge out of the game by doing it this way, but at the same time, I feel like I earned it. Oh, my God. You know, I went through, I did all the challenges. What the? Oh, you picked it up. How are... what kind of game is that, bro? This is Resident Evil Requiem. It was fun, but the only thing I hate is the drive there. Oh, I hate long drives. How's it going, Lyric? Who keeps picking up the frickin' chainsaw? Who played Resident Evil Village? Right here. I used to speed run that game. My record was under 2 hours. No. Oh my God! You had to drive 6 hours! I'm gonna say no. Like, my ass hurts thinking about being in the car that long. Did you play it in VR? I did. I didn't speed run it in VR. But yes, I did play it in VR. Honestly, Village, like, Village was just, oh my god, it was so good. Like, the mechanics and everything. I absolutely adored that game. That's actually, like, I love that game so much, that's why I got into speedrunning it, because I wanted to push it as far as I could, because I enjoyed playing it that much.
All right.
But yes, Lady D in VR. Chef's kiss. Whoa. You hated the baby. Oh, yeah. Oh. The fetus? No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, it was not fun, but I got to watch the new Scream movie. I still have to watch it. I'm so far behind. I'm so far behind on the Scream movies. God, I'm trying to think what the last horror movie I even watched was. It's been a hot minute. God, what was the last horror movie I watched? At least new. Shelby Oaks. Shelby Oaks. Play horror game, bro? I play horror games. That's almost exclusively what I do. I shouldn't say exclusively. I do quite a few. Do I prefer VR or normal Village? I like normal Village more. VR for the immersion, of course, but normal Village for just the overall gameplay. But Village VR? Ha! Like, I actually played Resident Evil 7 in VR. That... You want to talk about a brown pants moment or 20. The part where Mia is coming up the stairs? No. 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 That was horrifying and just, nope. No, 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 no. Poor Ethan in the end. I hate how they did our boy. Honest to God. He got done dirty. Did I finish upgrading the gal? I did not. Alright, let's start upgrading Requiem so we can get really stupid. Yeah, I was pretty crushed at the end of 8, honestly. I mean, the DLC gave you a little bit more closure, but his daughter looks... Rose? Oh, I love that they did the time jump. Ooh, sharpen this bad boy up. Not that I plan on needing it, but... I love that they did the time jump, though, and... a little surprised that she, like, the whole events of that not even, like, alluded to in here. Maybe it is in the, is this Fortnite? Yes, this is Fortnite. This is 100% Fortnite. No, this is Resident Evil Requiem, Jules. Alright, all done with that. Did you play Resident Evil 3? I have played every single mainline Resident Evil game. Every single one. 6? Terrible. Absolutely god-awful. Worse than the franchise. It's not even debatable. I would rather play Resident Evil Gaiden on the Game Boy than I would rather play Resident Evil 6 again. Nemesis would not die. True. Until you get the railgun, then he goes down pretty quick. I don't want you biting my ankles again. Aw. I really thought I'd two for that. Maybe if I was back farther. Ooh, More herb. How the hell is this herb growing here after being in a nuclear fallout site for the last, like, 20 years? Just, you know, asking. I'm very chill. Well, thank you. This is also my 4th playthrough of the game. But pretty much in general, I try to be as laid back as possible. Life's too short not to be. The new Scream movie is set to follow Sidney Prescott's daughter, and it features a new Ghostface killer. Wait, Sidney's daughter. I'm so old! Oh my god, Sidney's daughter. God, I'm old. Sophia, did you ever watch the Scream MTV series? That, to me, was the best Scream content. I loved that show. I hate heights. So even though I know it's a video game, I'm not even playing in VR. Seeing that, I get the pit. I get that little dip in my stomach. That's like, hey. What do you think of Requiem so far? It's my favorite in the franchise, bar none. It is absolutely my favorite in the franchise. I say that for a few reasons. One, I think the story is really engaging, really fun. The gameplay loop is really good. I love the immersion adjustments that you can do, you know, where you can do third person for Leon, which accentuates the action a little bit more. First person for Grace. I think that was a great touch. The creature designs are amazing. Sydney's life after the previous event and the challenges she faces as a mother and business owner. Interesting. You haven't played it yet, but I can't wait. It's 100% worth the investment to play it. Like, it's such a good game. Nope. This is gonna be the fun part. Okay, I'm gonna preface this for everyone that's watching right now. I might die, but I'm gonna die my way because I have to try out what it's like using a rocket launcher when standing on glass. I figured that would happen after what happened with the grenade the first time. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Okay. I was like, wait a second. There's no autosaves in this one. Okay. We will stick with good old tried and true here. The way Ethan had no experience of any of that and went through so much. Yeah. So I kind of wondered. I kind of wondered if we were gonna get more Ethan information, like more, you know, like the side adventures of Ethan, because like he goes through basically FBI training and stuff like that. So I thought they would do like, you know, while Ethan was training, he went through this kind of thing, just to, you know, even get a little bit more out of the character. But no, they just offed him in two. In 2 games, I mean. What do you... The shimmy. You didn't even know music playing for you. I don't know, maybe you got an AirPod in. Should be one more unless he was behind the other guy. What game is this? This is Resident Evil Requiem. He lost his wife in one, then his daughter in the other. When I tell you, you can go back and watch the VOD from when I played it. When I tell you, I screamed. I'm a father, okay? I'm a dad. I've got 3 kids. When I tell you that I let out the most guttural, like it was the most deep pain, because I 100% get it. If I, like, my daughter Nah. This is Resident Evil Requiem, bud. What the f... Okay. Hey! That's cheap. Was that guy running? I heard if you die, you get $100. Nice try. You just missed me dying, so pay up. And now we're to the part where I can just get silly.
Find those dead ones.
How are the kids? They're good. Thank you for asking. Damage detonator. Didn't I pick? I didn't pick up the.
Picked up the relay.
I didn't pick up the fix it part yet.
Not yet. Can't fix it without a tool.
Yeah, the tool is literally right by the camp, and I just forgot to pick it up. Let's repair the body armor. Have I played Red Dead Redemption 2? I have. It's not my typical forte. Like, I used to be really into the Grand Theft Autos, the Red Dead Redemptions, the Red Dead Redemption. What was the name of the zombie one from the Xbox? Undead Nightmare. Loved that. I frickin' loved Undead Nightmare. But I haven't really played those kind of games in a long time. And I've kind of fallen out with them. I'm more into like FPS or like survival horror is a big thing. I love horror games. So, if you're wondering why I keep moving around in my chair so much, I absolutely ate shit at work today. So I'm hurting a bit, but wasn't going to miss a chance to play this game, wasn't going to miss a chance to stream, interact with everybody. Hell no. This is my therapy, this is my catharsis, this is my everything right now. Speaking of it, I'm re-downloading GTA 5 right now. Nice! I've been tempted a few times to re-download it just to see if I can, get that itch again, get that feeling of, God, yeah, these games were, are super fun and I really am enjoying my time again. But I don't know, part of me just feels like I've moved on from those types of games and I just really enjoy what I'm playing right now. I don't 74% baby! Nice. Like, the big thing is, I don't, get a lot of time to game. I don't get a lot of time to stream. I work full-time, and, like I said, I'm a dad, so, a lot of my free time goes to being with the kiddos and doing stuff with them, so. Have you played the game Layers of Fear 2? I did. I have thoughts. Layers of Fear, I thought was an interesting game, but I didn't, really enjoy it. Just because I felt like the pacing was off. I felt like oh, God, I hate blister heads. Did you play Dead by Daylight? I beta tested that game. And my oldest daughter, is an aficionado at it. Okay, she can wreck house playing that game. I am not very good at it. I shouldn't say I'm not very good. I'm decent, but definitely not the, it's definitely not a game that I would, stream or anything like that, because I'm not world caliber or anything. My older sister loves that game. It's a good game. It's a really good game. Holy hell! Not cool. What the f... What the fuck? Excuse you. Rude. I was talking. Who does your sister play predominantly? I mean, does she like playing killer? Does she like playing... I'm sorry, that was a Requiem shot to the freaking torso. Close range, that asshole should have been... well, deader. Now what? Get out of here. You're wrecking the flow. But yeah, Layers, going back to Layers of Fear 2, I did think it was better than the first one. Survivor Leon and Ada Wong for killer, though she plays Kanaki.
On the other side.
I guess I'm not familiar with Kanaki. So my favorite thing about Dead by Daylight was the lore. Like, the stories about each killer, how they came to be, and everything. Like, that's my jam. I am a lore fiend when it comes to games. That's one of the reasons I love Resident Evil. There's 30 years of lore behind it. Fuck, I'm old. That's why I love FNAF, even though it's just completely muddled and doesn't make sense 99% of the time. Still love the game. But I should dig back into at least the lore for Dead by Daylight. No, you don't. I ain't playing with you. Hell no. Ah! I didn't think I actually got him. There's so much off-camera lore about Resident Evil. So, I would recommend looking into a channel called Suggestive Gaming. Both them and God, who was the other channel that did the deep dive lore videos? God, I'd have to look up the channel name again. But I'm sorry, did you just throw a... I'm sorry! My 4th playthrough. I never knew you could get fucking yeeted off a platform! I've been somewhat playing the game Silent Hill 2 Remake. I need to play that. Oh my god, that's on my list. That's on my list to play. Oh, I loved Silent Hill 2 when it first came out. Sucked ass at it. Literally sucked at it, but still, I enjoyed it. God, I'm trying to think now, though. It's Suggestive Gaming and... like, Suggestive Gaming did a super condensed, like, 2-hour plus video about the lore for Resident Evil, just mainly focusing on the primary, like, just the main storyline games. Worst FNAF game, in my opinion, is Ruin. I didn't like Ruin either. I won't say it's the worst. I won't say it's the worst. But, yeah, no, Ruin was definitely a low point to me. Sorry, I'm just trying not to get friggin' fastballed again. Bye-bye. Paranormal PI. That sounds familiar. What's the worst FNAF game? Oh god. I was not a fan. Well, there was a few of them I wasn't a fan of. Okay, so hot take. I didn't actually enjoy, what was the last one? Secret of the Mimic. I didn't like it. I got it. I didn't really enjoy playing it. I didn't even finish it. The game that frustrated me the most was Security Breach, and I'll tell you why. I played Security Breach. You can see the videos on my channel. All right? Through all the jank that there was in that game when the game first came out, I played it. I got to where I should have gotten the ultimate ending. Right? The best possible ending.
Hopefully this thing still works.
And it glitched on me. Pardon the pun, considering the whole concept of the game, but it glitched on me. And I was hard locked in that glitch because of where I'd saved last. And then they updated the game, and it ruined my save file.
Now what?
So officially, I never finished Security Breach. Unofficially, I'd like to think I did. But God, that I still get pissed thinking about that now. The dozens of hours I put into that game to find everything, to do everything, and then bleh. FNAF 2 was a great game. FNAF 2 was the best in the franchise as far as gameplay and challenge. The best story, I feel like, was Sister Location. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed your thing about Paranormal PI. It's a ghost hunting game that focuses on atmosphere and slow discovery of haunting rather than action or survival. So it's kind of like, what the hell's the name of that game? Timber. It's kind of like, what's the ghost hunting game with, I own the goddamn game on PC and PS5, and I can't think of the word. Dear God, chat, help me. Put me out of my misery. 77! We're making progress.
Lucky day.
This is gonna drive me insane, y'all. 77%. Oh, shit. Oh, God, I hit the cooldown on the rocket launcher. Hold on. I know I have the game on my PS5 right now. Phasmophobia! Son of a bitch, I couldn't think of Phasmophobia. So it's kind of like, it sounds like a single player Phasmophobia kind of thing. Did you play A Quiet Place? I haven't yet. I really want to. It looks I always wanted to do that. It looks fantastic. Like, I was really impressed when I saw the trailer for it. But no, I have not played it yet. I think I got it free on PlayStation Plus even. Barbecue. They paid me to say that. If I was getting paid to say something, I wouldn't be sitting in a friggin' 15-year-old office chair that has no support whatsoever. Like, I'd have gotten something decent. Cool story, though. Nice controller. Thank you. I'm turning into a bit of a controller collector. Not of all of them. That's not financially reasonable. But I did get recently I got 2 out of the 3 color pops. The blue one was sold out. You can't see this one because it's green. Damn green screen. Sipping out of that $500 mug. Boy! This is a $10 freaking cup I got from a... Richest people always capping like they broke. That's, you know what? That's fair. That ain't me, but that's fair. Okay, I'm gonna save just because although I've done this run, you know, 3 times now, I don't know. I've got a bad feeling about fighting the wargs. I had a camo controller, but it got Coke spilled on it. Now, okay, Purple, did you spill the Coke?
That took longer than planned.
Because if not, you gotta punch your friend.
Should make up for lost time.
Great.
Excuse me. Whew. Skadoosh. Hold on 1 second here. No, sir. You didn't spill it. Then you got somebody to punch. I'm playing. Don't hit me. Unless they deserve it. No, still no. Still no. Richest people never round up to donate Ronald McDonald Fund. Meanwhile, blind Emily is starving while she's reading 50 Shades of Rebecca. Ronnie!
Just a few. Fuck.
Oh my God. I still
The stage keeps getting better and better.
I still want to know what that was that Emily was reading. I reloaded! Oh my God. They're tanks. They're friggin' tankier now. Ooh. But because I had a theory about maybe it was just a little tongue-in-cheek thing, but the book that Emily's reading when you find her in that cell looks an awful lot like the Book of Shadows from Resident Evil 8. I had it sitting on a table and my friend had a fight with me to open the Coke and just poured it on. Emily was reading with a chance of La Plaga. All right, Ronnie's a fan. Ronnie's a super fan of the series. I like that. I don't know why he spilled on like that. Well, it sounds like he did it on purpose, in which case he doesn't really sound like a friend. He sounds like a douche. Emily was cloudy with a chance of La Plaga.
So much for the directory.
50 Shades of Leon. Or 50 Shades of Rebecca, you said. What's good, Ron? I wonder if I would take damage if I didn't shoot one of those, or if it would just be the end of the run. Probably the end of the run. Can you imagine playing this part in VR? You want to talk about getting goddamn motion sick? Or not even motion sick, like, the part coming off the side of the building there would be the most insane shit ever in VR.
Seriously.
It would be sick, yeah.
That easy.
Micro sip. Leon thinks he's Drake from Uncharted. Yeah, a little bit. He's got the hair. I'd be hitting wheelies. All right. All right, we reached our PD. Search for Grace. Leon needs to be hitting Ada. He longed for her being in this game. Okay, so Ronnie, you're a fan, obviously, of the franchise. I want to know, honest to God, hand on the Bible,
Still standing.
or whatever book you want to put a hand on, I guess. Who do you think Leon's spouse is? Who do you think Leon married? Yay! That's a good amount of friggin' points. Hand on 50 Shades of Epstein. What the fuck? No one wants to hear, or no one he wears to keep the women away, says Hades. Ooh. Hades throwing it in. You think Leon married Sherry? There's hints throughout the game. So I read those ideas, and I don't quite agree with them. 80%, dude, you'll be playing by the end of the night, hopefully. I've caught heat on this for saying it in other streams. I'll say it again. I think it's Chris. Honest to God, I think it's Chris. No one wants to hear it. Nobody wants to even think about it. I think it's Chris. And just like that, chat goes dead. Let's see. Stability, I'm not really worried about. Reload speed's a bitch, though. And we'll max out power. Honestly, I just say that more or less to troll, just because I want to see how people react. There's videos that Sherry is helping him, and not Ada or Hunnigan or Claire. So, Claire, in my understanding, I'm going to still watch you if you are streaming by then. All right, I appreciate that. Claire is still working with TerraSave, last I heard. Or last they talked about. Chris is more likely than Ada, Hunnigan, or Claire. I don't think it's going to be Ada, because I don't feel like her character would settle down, like, ever.
Rest easy, officer.
Oh my God, I forgot to sub. Well, I appreciate you doing it now, Purple. Rest easy after I turn him to meat paste. Let me do that right now. I appreciate it. But, like, I don't think it would be Claire, because I think she'd be busy with TerraSave. Ada, I don't think would settle down. He's known Sherry since she was just a little girl. I don't believe he would. Leon doesn't come across as creepy like that to me. If you go by other games and remakes, it's obviously Ada, but based off this game, there's so many hints it's Sherry. But here's the thing. Sherry obviously has a soft spot for Leon. He's the one him and Claire are the ones who saved her from all of this. So, yeah, I totally get why she'd be helping him, despite, probably getting in trouble for doing that. But, to me, it's down to two people, right? It's either Chris or it's Ashley. I'll be your Thank you for subscribing, Purple. I was stuck in the castle for like an hour on my first ever Resident Evil Village playthrough. The castle is definitely a bit of a twist. I wonder what'll happen when I hit Mr. X with the rocket launcher. The thing that pissed me off the most when it came to Village, when it came to specifically the puzzles in Village, I hated the word puzzle in Castle Dontuesque, where you had to figure out which way to turn the statues.
What's that?
By the way, this part was, to me, the most horrifying part in the whole game. Like, not from a body horror creature standpoint, this was just unbelievably fun. Here's the breakdown. Sherry said in RE6 she sees Claire and Leon as her friends and her saviors, not as guardians. Leon sacrificed himself and joined the government to protect Sherry. That's true. That's true. But to me, it either boils down to, like I said, Chris, or I could see it being Ashley, the president's daughter from RE4. The only thing that throws a wrench in that for me is maybe she blamed Leon for her dad dying in 6. So maybe, you know, living under a bridge. Cher's been with Simmons since escaping Raccoon City and only met Leon for 1 day as a kid and didn't see him again until Resident Evil 6. That's fair. But to me, it's about Leon not, you know, not being like, oh, you're really cute, you know, even though you're 20 years younger than me. That, to me, is a little bit creepy. You thought the final boss fight in Village was going to be harder. I thought the same thing. Honestly, I thought the same thing. Like, even in Book of Shadows mode, she wasn't that much harder. But to me, Jake and Sherry end up together, just because there was some chemistry there. There was some energy there. In Remake, Leon was barely with Sherry, and there's only a 9-year difference between them. Wait. I thought he was like in his early 20s and... Wait a goddamn second. No. Hold up. While I'm waiting for this to happen. Sherry Birkin. Let the bodies hit the floor. (1986). Okay, so she's 2 years younger than me? Seriously? Okay. Interesting. Sherry was 12 and Leon was 21. See, I thought he was a lot old. I thought he was like in his mid-20s and she was like 9. Okay. I still don't think it would be her, though. Like, there's just something about that just feels gross. Negative. It was just horrifying in VR beating the baby. Yeah, no, that whole sequence in Resident Evil 8 was just... I'm pretty sure the same people who did that probably did this. Because it takes a sick fuck to put this shit together. Did I come out too early? I just realized I didn't hear the door shut. It's because we spent so much time in RE2 and the characters, it was a short time. Oh, that's, you know what, that's fair. All you heard was crying like, ew, yeah. When I first saw that thing, I'm trying to describe the feeling I got. Like, simultaneous feelings of just disgust, horror. Like, to me, it's one of the best character designs in all of horror gaming. Just because it is that just expressly fucked. Don't get me wrong, I want Ada and Leon, but Sherry, shit that Hunnigan. Shit that Hunnigan shit down. I wondered about Hunnigan just because, you know, there was a lot of chemistry between them for multiple games. You know, she also went against orders and helped him out during RE6. So, you know, I thought maybe there's a shot. Maybe there's a chance it'd be Hunnigan. I saw people that are like, maybe it's Sheva. No. Leon has literally never met Sheva. Even in any of the side content, they've never met each other. Oh, fuck me. I forgot to look. I was going to look at who the other channel was that did the Resident Evil stuff that I was talking about earlier. Tube of You. It's Suggestive Gaming and Man, don't dip his paintbrush in black paint. Whoa, bro. Hold on. We're not going to turn this into a racial thing. Absolutely not. God, not super horror, bro. Who? God, I used to be subbed to this one guy who did these unbelievable deep dive videos. He does have to dip his chicken. Sweet and sour pork. Dude, I'm black. All right, you good. Mwah! Love the hairdo. God, I'm gonna have to look up who that. Wait, there it is. Gamer Thumb TV. To me, the Gamer Thumb TV does the best job going through all of the lore, but he doesn't touch on like some of the canon events in like the plays, for example. Whereas Suggestive Gaming does highlight the plays that are considered canon. So, I mean, you know, pick your poison basically, but to me, if you want the most concise or the most like detailed breakdown of everything in the Resident Evil universe, I would definitely go with Gamer Thumb TV. But if you want just a quick breakdown to get you through the entire mainline franchise and all the lore related to that, Suggestive Gaming's video is the way to go. I knew Leon didn't like us when he let Marvin, aka Will Smith, die in Resident Evil 2. I was so bummed. One, when Marvin died in RE2. And two, when we find out his freaking daughter died a horrible death in this game. Like, seriously. You're back? Welcome back, Purple. Where are you sitting at now? What kind of game is Nick Cannon weakest at? Ha! Sorry, I had to. Marvin's daughter. You, like, when you're exploring in Resident Evil 9, you find these little notes. And you find out in the last note that they were left by Marvin's daughter. Like, that was his, yes, that was Marvin's daughter. The best movie? Oh, hell no. The best movie? Yeah, I was pissed too, and I was upset too, Ronnie. 100%. Okay. Let's narrow the field, because I've been a film nut my entire life. So I need to know, are we talking of all time? Are we talking of a certain genre? Are we talking from a certain actor? Like, I need context.
What's wrong with them?
Best Quentin Tarantino film? Oh, shit.
What is this place?
No, fuck it. It's Pulp Fiction. It's 100% Pulp Fiction. Not Twilight. No, fuck Twilight. Twilight? No. I will judge you. Judge me. That's fine. But no, Pulp Fiction, to me, is the perfect Tarantino film. Now, I will say, I was torn between that and Kill Bill. Best horror movie? Fucking hell.
I just sent you the coordinates.
Oh my god. God, the thing is, like, I've watched so many.
Time to deal with this.
All my family loves Twilight, and I hate it. Well, you have better taste than the rest of your family. Can I, like... That stunned him. Okay, game. I agree, only because best movie is From Dusk Till Dawn, which he appears in and wrote, but did not direct. That's fair. And oh, that was my kidney, you dick. I loved From Dusk Till Dawn, but God, man, I can't call it his best. It's iconic. Don't get me wrong. It is a fantastic movie, but his best, I don't know, man. I mean, just look at the star power in From Dusk Till Dawn. Although, I mean, not From Dusk Till Dawn, the star power in Pulp Fiction. Although, From Dusk Till Dawn does have Salma Hayek in a bikini. So, you know, there's that. Oh, crack your knuckles with somebody else, you big bloated bitch. No, I can't stand Twilight, but the best horror movie, goddamn.
What is Ark?
I'm not sure. But
I need to watch From Dusk Till Dawn. It's mint. It is absolutely fantastic. Harvey Keitel, friggin' Quentin Tarantino, Selma Hayek, Danny Trejo, the dude. What age will you let your youngest kid do horror movies and games? When she feels like she's ready. I have 3 daughters. The oldest is a horror fanatic like her dad. My middle daughter... hey, thanks for the follow, Rich and Freaky Cupcake over on TikTok. I don't know why my alerts didn't go off. I'm going to have to look into that. Thank you, though. From Dusk Till Dawn is absolutely French Kiss. I'm going to buy another med injector just because I'm running getting my ass handed to me a little bit. Okay, so let me ask you this. Would you consider, have you seen the movie my mind just went completely blank. Identity. I keep meaning to watch it and I keep forgetting. Add it to your list now. Honest to God. You will thank me. You'll thank Ronnie. It's so good. But have you seen the movie Identity, and would you consider that a horror film? Personally, I consider it a suspense film, but there are those who consider it a horror movie. So I want to understand what footing I'm standing on here. We got Las Plagas!
It hasn't changed.
Yeah, it's right here that you find the last, or it's right here where you find her shoes. Basketball boy! How you doing, man? I have not watched it, but if you think it is, sure. I think it's a suspense movie. Was good, bro. Not a whole lot. Looking to finish up our classic run. Again, I don't think it is, but a lot of people were kind of disturbed by it. A lot of people thought it was super scary. Definitely had its moments, you know. Yeah, this is where you find out that Meryl was his daughter. I will consider watching it. It's, honest to God, one of the best suspense films ever made. I'm not fucking around. I'm not joking. I'm not arguing with anybody on that. It is one of the best suspense films. Here's why. I have seen hundreds of movies in my life, right? Hundreds. It is one of the only movies that I have watched that genuinely did something that surprised me and that I thoroughly enjoyed from beginning to end.
This girl can't be.
It was. Squat on somebody else, you big pain
I'll
in
stop
the
you
ass.
as many times as I have to.
Bang, 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 bang. God. Okay, I'm gonna. What was my favorite part of Village? House Beneviento was my favorite part for the immersion.
I'm at the orphanage.
Castle Domtresk was my favorite part because Lady D. So, but House Beneviento, and really her as a character, I thought was so tragic and so sad, and like I felt for her the most out of any of the four lords. But I'm going to say something kind of controversial for what I think is the best horror movie of all time. And it's because I lived through what this movie did before, during its launch, and after. And it's never been done before. It's never been accomplished since to this level. The Blair Witch Project. Okay? The Blair Witch Project was shot on an absolute shoestring budget, and it utilized the internet by planting seeds here and there about these missing filmmakers. Has anybody seen Josh? Has anybody seen, I can't remember the other guy's name, but Matt. Has anybody seen Matt? Has anybody seen, I think her name was Sarah. It's been years since I watched it. But like it was literally going into forums. It was going into message boards and stuff like that, being like, oh, has anybody heard from these people? Has anybody seen these people? Like, they were generating buzz before the movie like was even announced. And then when the movie finally did hit theaters, they presented it as real footage. They presented it as real paranormal evidence, and they had millions of people believing this was the case. Like, I remember my uncle like talking to me about this and being like, I can't believe they would put that in theaters. Like, these are missing college kids. Like, what, have they no shame? And like talking to me about it, and I was, you know, I was in on the joke. You know, I kind of understood. I was a little more net savvy than most, so but you know, and even after the fact, they, you know, and like the interviews that were part of that movie were interviews with real people from the town of Burkittsville. Like, they went so far meta with it. I went up the wrong part. And literally, like, there were people, and this is why I say this over, like, The Exorcist, right? The Exorcist was the other movie that I was seriously considering saying was the best horror movie of all time. But the reason I chose The Blair Witch Project is that there are still people, 90% baby! There are still people to this day that believe at least some part of the story. Sixth Sense, bro. Stir of Echoes, love that movie. Nobody talks about it anymore. Kevin Bacon at his absolute best. By the way, if you like Kevin Bacon, or if you like suspense shows or crime thrillers, watch The Following on Netflix. Phenomenal series. Start to finish. Every moment. Give Me My Rose. Oh. But no, Sixth Sense, Sixth Sense is iconic. Okay, Sixth Sense is absolutely iconic. But to me, just hold on a second. I just got a voicemail from somebody. What the fuck? Who the hell called me at 9:30? But like, Sixth Sense is absolutely iconic, right? One of the twists of the century. Ethan went through all that for his daughter and held her before he died. Yeah. Yeah. Capcom, I still haven't forgiven you for what you did to Ethan.
The perfect place to hide something.
But to me, it's not my favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie. That to me, my favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie, and to me his best movie, is Devil. Nobody talks about that movie. It deserves a hell of a lot more attention and a hell of a lot more praise than it ever got. I'll never understand why it hasn't been given its flowers. She's even seen wearing his jacket when visiting his grave. I thought that was such an awesome touch. Let's get another med injector. Requiem, I don't have enough for the other upgrades right now. Hatchet, no. Actually, I should be upgrading the hatchet for when I fight. Well, no, I'll have the rocket launcher against Hunk. But have you seen Devil, Ronnie? Honest to God question. Have you seen Devil? I forgot these assholes were here. Oh, now you gonna get it. What should be the next horror movie I should watch? From Dusk Till Dawn. It should be From Dusk Till Dawn. Either that or, honestly, if you have never watched Devil, you need to watch Devil. Devil is the one in the elevator, yes. And Sophia hasn't seen it. Don't spoil it. But yes, I absolutely love that one. Because again, it was a matter of subverting your expectations. Right? And that's what I love about horror. That's what I love about mediums like this, about video games, about storytelling in general, books, it doesn't matter. Doing something that genuinely takes you off guard and makes it so that you are like just questioning everything. I love that experience as a human being. I love that experience when it comes to storytelling. Danny P in the house, ladies and gentlemen. The new dad is showing up in the chat. How's it going, my man? I love, 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 love Devil. Yes, it's so good. But yes, you should watch From Dusk Till Dawn, Sophia. That's why Smile is so good. Yes! I still haven't watched 2. I bought it. Still haven't watched it. I fucking hate these things. I literally just fixed my armor. Going well, how are you? I'm better today. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Nope, I remember this part. Catch! What the hell? I don't know that I ever got that one before. 2 is 10 times better than 1. And see, I've heard that, and it makes me more excited to watch it, but I haven't seen it yet. See, because here's my problem, right? Devil doesn't get enough credit. Like, nobody talks about it anymore, and it drives me crazy because it's so good. Yes! Exactly! Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say now. Shit. What did I think of Resident Evil 2? So, okay. So, Resident Evil 2 to me is the game that really... Squirrel! Yeah, 100%. Resident Evil 2 to me is the game that made Resident Evil a franchise. That made Resident Evil 2 this experience that just, like it was so cinematic, it was so immersive, it put, it scared you, it terrified you, it put you in the corner in a way no game before had done that. Resident Evil 1 created the formula, Resident Evil 2 perfected it. Resident Evil 3 did some different things. Code Veronica did some different things. 4 was where they perfected it. 4 was where they is where they evolved it. Is where they took everything that was great and made it. Resident Evil 2 made people care, exactly. And yes, I don't know if I'm a golden retriever. I don't know. I think I'd be more of a wiener dog, but sure. Ball. But like 5, I enjoyed. I loved 5. I played that thing to death. I played it on co-op with a buddy of mine. Shout out to you, Isaac. I'm watching From Dusk Till Dawn tomorrow. I'm putting the reminder on my phone now so I don't forget. Good shout. But like 6, I don't know how many people know like the story about 6 and its development and stuff, but that game... Hey, Danny with the sub. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Much appreciated, mi amigo. God, I love this community. Resident Evil 5 explained why Capcom killed Marvin, aka Will Smith. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my god. There's the love. There's the love, my man. Thank you. Fuck, I squirreled again. But Resident Evil 6 almost killed Resident Evil as a franchise. It was so poorly received. It was such a rushed product that between the development hell that it went through and the poor sales, which I think reflect the development issues they had, it literally almost killed one of the greatest gaming franchises to ever exist. And that's why, before they made 7, they completely scrapped everything. They developed a new game engine specifically for Resident Evil. They went full-on horror. Like, they wanted to make sure that people were shaking in their boots from moment one, the same way that they did back when Resident Evil 1 came out. Like, they spent time, they crafted it. They made an experience unlike anybody had ever done before. The cool thing, the thing that I thought was so amazing, you take Sherry and Jake out of RE6 and it's a pretty decent game. I'd agree with that. I didn't thoroughly enjoy their storyline. But like right. Resident Evil 7. When do you usually stream? Usually twice a week, if not more, if I can get away with it. But it's Wednesday and Saturday nights. I will not be streaming this Saturday night because I'm going out of town with my family. Well, I don't know. We might be back in time. We'll see. But it's usually Wednesday and Saturday nights for sure. But about Resident Evil 7, they were so secretive about the development of this game that when they were demoing it, specifically the VR capabilities of the game, they were doing so under the codename Kitchen. Just kitchen, the word kitchen, like where you make your food. What they were doing was they were going to events, gaming events, and they were giving people an experience doing, like, experiencing something in the RE engine. They didn't call it the RE engine, but they just had people experience what ended up being actually canonically the torture of the last survivor from that Gator group, or whatever they were called, from Resident Evil 7. The ones that you find their recording equipment in the beginning of the game when you're on your way to the mansion. But like, it was like people were passing out. People were legitimately having panic attacks. And that's how they knew they were onto something special. And that's why they pushed more and more. They pushed the envelope. They went full on, just crazy ass ideas, crazy ass horror. They went totally off script with it. And it turned it into one of the best horror experiences in gaming history. I'll see you when I see you. Bye. Have fun with GTA, man. Have a great night, Purple. But yeah, like, they took a huge risk, just totally basically reinventing the wheel with Resident Evil 7, and it paid off. I like how Resident Evil is getting into taking average people into Resident Evil situations. Yeah, because that's, yeah, I could play as this ultra-talented mercenary or this super soldier, or, these people that have survived 3 outbreaks plus or something like that. But taking the average Joe and putting him into a scenario like we saw Ethan go through in 7, that's where the horror is. That's where the terror is. Because you feel like you're that person. Like, how would I react? What would I do in this situation? Not, I'm going to, melee karate kick this zombie 9 meters away and do a cool pose afterwards or something like that. No. Hold on, sorry, somebody's messaging me. I got a scammer in my DMs. Yeah, you go ahead, sir. But yeah, that's one of the reasons that like I love Resident Evil, is because it's constantly, it's willing to reinvent itself. It's willing to do something new. It's willing to try something different. And 9 times out of 10, or should I say 8 times out of 9, they hit it out the park. Here's an idea taking us back to the Raccoon City. Outbreak is an average person surviving with the RE engine and the effort of Resident Evil 7 or Acting of Grace. So there's been a rumor for a hot minute that, and I love the fact that you use the word Outbreak there. There's been a rumor for a hot minute that they were going to redevelop the game Resident Evil Outbreak, which was a PS2 game, and actually, I worked at GameStop when this game came out. Was one of the first games to utilize the net adapter for the PS2, where you could actually play online. It was this giant, like, I'm not even joking, it was like this brick, like this wide, like 3/4 of the system, and like that deep into the console. And then you would connect a phone modem, I think it was, or maybe it was Ethernet, I don't remember. But you would plug directly into it. And even then, the connection was shit. Makes sense. Brought back Grace's mom, who was in Resident Evil Outbreak. Yeah. Like, so I played Resident Evil Outbreak. It was so dope. It was so ahead of its time. That game, honestly, like it did a lot of phenomenal stuff for the franchise. It did a lot of phenomenal stuff for, like, just, I feel like gaming. It was one of the first games that I remember that was really like multiplayer online. What was I gonna say now? Okay, so this is something I have pitched a few times before on the channel, and I've done this for years. I've talked about this for years. With the advent of VR, they need to bring back the Chronicles series for Resident Evil. Now, for those that don't know, the Chronicles games were rail shooters. Now, for those of you that aren't old enough to need prostate exams, rail shooters were like the old school arcade light gun games, right? But why is my brain jelly today? Oh yeah, because I only slept like 6 hours in the last 3 days. You couldn't even speak till lobby, and I remember people were sad because I died on the cable car ride of the boss fight. Yeah! Also, fuck that elephant. I always died then. I hated that goddamn thing. Taken out of context, I'm going to have PETA coming after my ass for that one. Hold on one second. But I think, honest to God, they should bring back the Chronicles games. Because those games, more than anything, gave us the side stories to a lot of these characters. Like Krauser. Krauser from Resident Evil 4, right? The mercenary. He was introduced in the Chronicles series. He's your partner in a mission where Leon goes to, I think it's El Salvador, on a lead as part of the FBI. I think it's actually his first mission, maybe? I can't remember. But that's where Krauser literally enters the storyline. He's in the Chronicles series. You could literally port both of the games into one game. Umbrella Chronicles should have just been a regular game, not an arcade scroller. That's fair. That's fair. I'm just saying, for ease of port, so that people can experience it, put it out on VR. Put it out on Oculus. Put it out on PSVR. You know? Like, we need more light gun games, right? Those are fun. Those are a ton of fun. But like, you could expand it even. Like, give us more information about Jake. Give us more information about Sheva. Give us more information about what's his nuts, the guy, the convict from the first one. I can never think of his name. Somebody help me here. Guy with the tattoos on his arms, Resident Evil 0. I'm trying to think of it. I don't want to Google it. I want to Google it, but I don't want to Google it. You're blanking too? Oh, God. He was a bum. He was a soldier. He was a soldier that got railed by his freaking commanding officer. God, like, I can hear him arguing with Rebecca. He was with Rebecca, yeah. I will shoot you, know. I will shoot you, know. No, you won't. Not railed. No, no. I mean, maybe he got railed, but, probably not. But,
I'm getting the feeling I'm not wanted around here.
Please let me time this right. Fuck! Son of a bitch! It went between all three of them. Okay, we're doing this the hard way. Billy, yes! Ow! Stop being a dick. Billy Bro from RE0. That's him. Oh, we're done. Like, you could close so many loopholes. Or not loopholes, but like you could close so many like missing story beats. How am I missing with a rocket launcher? Never mind. Billy, no pockets or inventory space from RE0. I never thought about that. That was in the era before hip pouches were a thing. Did I get them both? Pretty sure I got them both. But like, there's so many side characters that people have been clamoring for years to get some kind of closure about. All Billy had was prison pockets. Prison pockets. Did I? Oh shit. Escúchame. We done? We're done. You know what? We're not done.
Liquor.
I hardly know her. How are you not dead? Okay, I was starting to worry a little bit. That was 3 Requiem shots and the son of a bitch still didn't fall down. Alright, body armor repair. I want a game with Jill and Leon or a game with just Rebecca. A game with just Rebecca would actually be really interesting because she's not a combatant. God, I've never thought about that, a game of just Rebecca. But she's, like, lore-wise, she's been out of the field for, you know, what, 15 years now? Because she, like, after the events of Raccoon City, she quit the force. Like, she quit law enforcement, and she got her doctorate, and she's been researching, like, bioweapons and stuff like that. So I'm trying to figure out, unless it was something like where she was called out into the field to investigate something and was, you know, thrust into another outbreak scenario, I should have saved. You know what? Let's roll the dice. Fuck it.
I didn't realize I had such a big fan. How about an autograph?
Are we done already? We're done. And I wanted to save. God, I didn't even get a direct hit.
Ran into trouble. This guy was one tough bastard.
Coming from you, that's quite the compliment.
She can head in a team like Death Island and have everyone die but her. Yeah.
Answers.
I would actually be really interested in seeing something like that. Huh. I'm trying to think, like who, God, who else would be like a really fun character to bring in? What is it? We were just talking about Rebecca. It's a little weird that they've decided to bring that back. Capcom needs to just hire me. I feel the same way about Bungie and me. Straight up, Ronnie. Like, I've been a Bungie fan for friggin' decades. Destiny fan for over 10 years. And sorry I got to go. I have school tomorrow. P.S. Love your videos. And I will watch From Dusk Till Dawn tomorrow. Awesome. I hope you enjoy the movie. I hope you have a fantastic day at school tomorrow, Sophia. And thank you so much for the compliment. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. And have an awesome night. I just thought of something. I never... Hold on. Challenges... Do I have enough to get? Oh, wait. I already have Freya's Needle. Why don't I... Why don't I have a gun? Because I only had the Requiem on me. Fuck, I don't have a weapon.
Once I go down, there's no getting
Ada should have a Splinter Cell spy game like an Assignment Ada, but have it cover multiple games and viral outbreaks. See, like, yeah, having Ada as like a true side character, like, I know a lot of people, I know not a lot of people did. I loved in the RE2 remake where she had that X-ray gun kind of thing where she could hack things. I thought that was a cool feature.
System locked. Override key required for reactivation.
You know, I'm just going to say Leon is extremely selfish. He's sending this girl in with no weapon. He could have just handed her the Requiem again. Nope. Leon's a dick. Leon's a dick. Dick Leon, that's what they call him. Take out Freya's Needle so I at least have something. Rat-a-tat-tat! She gave it back, fucker. That's true.
Warning. Threat level orange. Confirmed in storage sector. Critical error.
Let's see.
Containment lockdown failure.
Whoop, wrong way. Lemmy Winks. Lemmy Winks is over on TikTok. How's it going, Lemmy Winks? The way you play this game is disrespectful. Interesting take. I feel like having, beat it 3 times and you know, done all the challenges and everything, I should be able to play it, you know, how I want to, but, you know, love to hear more from you.
Can't see.
Oh yeah, and Insanity 2, that's next. Get out of here. Oh. Whoa! Ow! Where the hell did it go? Fuck! Oh, I'm toast. Tourist.
You can do this.
I'm dead. Am I dead? I'm dead. Ooh, shit. Tell me, Lemmywinks, do you gatekeep every game you enjoy, or just this one? Like, I want to be in the streets of Raccoon City, unrestricted free roam to levels of Dead Rising with characters unequipped to survive.
Warning.
I love that you said Dead Rising. Dead Rising 2 is one of my favorite zombie games. Just bar none. Freaking love that game. Do you often victimize yourself? No, not typically. Just let it roll off, bud. I really don't give a shit. Keep it going on. So, buddy of mine who played through, he already got the platinum in this and everything. He said Freya's Needle is like the best gun to have when you're doing the Insanity run. I kind of get where he's coming from, but at the same time, it's not really my, I don't know. Infinite ammo is for babies. Well, that's your opinion, bud. I'm just here to enjoy the shit out of blowing the hell out of things. You know, context is important. Context is really important, and I keep forgetting that. If you use it during Insanity, it doesn't count. Lamau just run. So, I heard, as far as Resident Evil 10, I heard it was actually supposed to be an open world game. Or at least it was supposed to have open world elements. Best weapons being a pacifist is grace. That's fair. That's true. But that's also why I like playing Titan in Destiny. Run in with the biggest gun, shoot some stuff, shoot it some more, shoot it even more. I'll open your world. Tell me more. You. I don't know if that made you uncomfortable or not, but I don't. Yeah, fuck it. Take that out. Wowzers. Man, I learned a long time ago you gotta have as much fun with life as you can, because you literally never know what the next turn around the corner will bring you. Orange face, raised eyebrow. No, honestly, like, talking about myself here, one of the things I enjoy the most in life is just entertaining people. I love making people laugh, smile, you know, even if it's to my own detriment a lot of the time.
I need to get going too.
Because to me, there's nothing better than a smile. You know, hearing someone laugh. You know, that typically is a moment that somebody isn't thinking about, you know, maybe something else in their own lives that It's kind of weighing on. I'm feeling kind of heavy right now. So if I have to act like an idiot to get somebody to have at least one moment like that a day, so be it. Huh? Oh, ink ribbon. I was like, I don't remember there being anything there before.
Threat level red in storage sector. Rebooting AI control center.
Laughter is the best medicine when Las Plagas sets in. Truer words, my friend. Truer words. I really need to remember to change her costume before I do the insanity run. I think I got their attention. Hey, no, one at a time, one at a time! I'm not Bonnie Blue, goddammit.
You can do this.
Is that all my healing items? Yep. Remember when the Salazar cult in old RE4 used to chant moldy ST? Wait, what? What? Moldy ST? I'm literally gonna look up a video later of just after the fight in the city square, just because I want to hear that for myself. Oh my god. Look at him, I swear that's what people heard. Oh, I believe it. I like how she just straight up gangster styles that thing. Hey, I hit reload! Moldiest. I mean, it would kind of fit with the whole motif of, you know, parasites. Bro, I watched one of your streams like 5 weeks ago, and I haven't been able to find your channel since. I love your streams. Thank you so much. Aren't you subbed?
Control center. Noah. Reboot failure. No response. Containment. Protocol inactive. Containment.
If you're not subbed, that might be part of the problem. Oh my! Am I a ghost? Is this like Sixth Sense? We're bringing it back. I subbed, but I forgot what it was called. Alright. No fault, man. Well, you got a few to catch up on then. Going down. Yelling timber. I love that one of the mods that people made for this is just to shut off all of the, like, gasps and groans that Grace does in this game. Like, people hate, like, how, I don't want to say, like, well, but weak she sounds and, like, how annoying her just is, like, every 5 seconds. Is this that Rise of Villains game? I can't remember the name. Resident Evil Requiem.
Still have a ways to go. I wonder if Leon's made it yet.
Wait a minute. Oh, no, I did get it, okay. Yeah, that's what I meant. No, you good, man. So I looked it up. Apparently they're chanting Morir es vivir, which sounds like molliest. So, I mean, that's... Morir es vivir. Is that Latin? That sounds Latin. Light him up. Ah! You dick, you're not supposed to rush forward. To live is to die is what Morir es vivir. Oh, that tracks. That makes total sense. I just realized, like, I've played this so much and I've gotten so used to this part that I'm basically doing this on autopilot. Like, I'm paying more attention to chat than I am the game. Bro, do you actually work for ICE? Why is that your username? Oh boy, here we go. That's so sad, man. Okay, basketball boy, I'm just gonna say, like, even if Ronnie does work for ICE, that doesn't make him automatically a terrible person. You know, people have been joining for, you know, because that's the only way to provide for their families. I don't want to turn this into any of a political thing, any kind of a character crucifixion, anything like that. Okay, so let's just stay respectful of each other.
Containment breach.
What's in here again?
System-wide surveillance
Ammo.
failure detected.
Machine gun ammo. Ammo? You don't say. Oh, here's where I start getting sickly. So an RPG is probably... No, I don't care what you do for money or what you do. I was just curious because the name shocked me. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a unique name. I'll definitely give you that. Don't need to aim when you can just go boom! God, I can't wait to take care of all of those liquors all at the same time when I rock up after this next part. It's just a name. Why does it shock you? It's, again, it's a political thing. I don't want this to turn into that, guys. Please. Please. Still don't have enough to max out the reload speed. Close, though. You know, I wonder, can I blow these open now? No, I cannot. Okay. I thought maybe I could, and then I would have, you know, a leg up when it comes to the next part, but whatever. Oh, fuck. That would have been dope as hell if I would have actually killed it in there.
Haven't changed much. Oh, yeah.
Leon, bro. Need to hit the gym. Do some cardio.
This must be the room. I'll take out as many of you fuckers as I can.
Alright, let's combine these. The basketball boy, last time I talked to you, Dan can run circles around them liquid man. Even sick, he can do that. But last time I remember talking to you, you had a tournament coming up, so how'd that go? Hold on, I gotta check something here. Interesting. How dare you just casually carrying infinite rocket launchers in your pants, man? Well, you know, some people get some people can do it, some people can't. I'm just one of the gifted. It's a tough cross to bear sometimes, but I do what I must. Let's see, ammo, grenade. He has no excuse for it. All right, we're almost to the end. Oh, right. I almost forgot about this part. Almost. Bye-bye. Well, that was 4. At least 4. There's the other 2. 2,600! Holy fuck. I'm gonna go down here and cash that in. Liquor's laid out like the end of Macbeth. Jesus, that reference. Holy shit. Like the Red Wedding. Whenever I hear Macbeth, I actually think of, does anybody remember the epic rap battles of history? Like the ERB episode, the ERB video that had, oh my God, William Shakespeare versus, Dr. Seuss. Like that one was so damn good.
In effect, override key authorization requiring autoclave compromised. Pod lockdown.
This is gonna be the fastest elevator in history.
Memory corrupt. Functionality offline.
ERB! Not the red wedding, I'm unsubscribing for the trigger. Oh man, come on, Ronnie. I'm trying to aim a red rocket here, buddy.
Yeah. Let's get this over with.
I miss Epic Rap Battles. They haven't done any new content in a hot minute.
The elevator has arrived.
I'm trying to remember what the last one they even did was. I'm still subscribed to them. I've been subscribed to Epic Rap Battles for years. Not the King of the North, the Fields. Whatever happened? Wasn't there supposed to be a sequel or a prequel series to that? If it came out, I have no idea, but... There's no more enemies, right? I don't think so. After this, it's just the fight with Victor, and then we're done. Best ERB was Dr. Seuss versus William Shakespeare. Yeah, that's the one I was just talking about. I tried so hard when that one came out to do Shakespeare's second verse. Like, I almost had it down. But I could never quite keep up. That dude was so talented.
Oh, I need to hurry.
Probably my favorite, overall, just my favorite ERB. Impossible. No, it was... That dude could flow, like, no doubt. But... My favorite one, the one that I enjoyed the most...
My chance to do something.
Watsby is 4. My favorite one was the... Watsby is fire. Yeah. My favorite one was the Turtles versus Artists one. Like, that one to me was just peak ERB.
Leon.
Like, the bodysuit Turtles, you know, bringing it back that way.
Leon.
Release Elvis.
Please know that you are my hope.
And like Rhett and Link and then Smosh as the period artist. Like, that was so good.
Okay.
I love Rhett especially as God, I think he was he Michelangelo? But like when Da Vinci was doing the rap, best female one was Cleopatra versus Marilyn Monroe. Oh, no doubt. And we're done. But I love Rhett just like in the background while Link is rapping. Like I geeked out so hard to that. The other one that had Rhett and Link in it too, the Bill and Ted versus best tag team was Romeo and Juliet versus Bonnie and Clyde. I feel like that one's more of a deep cut. I feel like not a lot of people talk about that one. Resolute Agent. So, oh man. I mean, Vader versus Hitler was so good. All three of them. Ghostbusters versus Mythbusters I thought was kind of underappreciated. But also, I love both things. Like, I own every episode of the Mythbusters. I was obsessed with that show. That one was fire. Yeah. And Ghostbusters is Ghostbusters. I mean, come on. I almost thought about adding, like tagging, what's his name? The guy who made Spaceballs. Mel Brooks. I almost thought about tagging Mel Brooks on Instagram. Godzilla vs. King Kong, I didn't like. The rap was good. The rap was good, but the effects were... But I thought about seeing if Nice Peter and Epic Lloyd could get together with Mel Brooks to do a Spaceballs, like do Vader versus Dark Helmet, just to see. Like, it would be so funny. And I mean, to celebrate Spaceballs 2, to celebrate Mel Brooks turning 100 and becoming the oldest living actor-director in Hollywood history, like, I just think that would be so... and it feels right up his vein, like, right up his vein. He lampoons fucking everything. Like, that's his shtick. So yeah, I could 100% see him doing, like, being like, yeah, let's fucking do it. But, let me see here. Oh, nope. Bonus. Challenge. Done. Special content. I still don't have enough for that clatter carbine. I don't understand, like, I've done all the challenges. Haven't I? Oh, I haven't done the final puzzle yet. I forgot about that shit. But Remarkable Agent will get me enough to get the rest of the weapons. So, hold on. I gotta look at epic rap battles because there's one that I'm trying to think of that... Where's their channel? I think it got played out when everyone tried to imitate them. Yeah. They've created over 90 videos, yo. And the last one they did was 3 months ago, which was the Red Baron versus the White Death. Mario and Luigi versus the Wright. That's the one I was trying to think of with Rhett and Link, where they were the Wright brothers. Like, I don't know why they redid Hulk Hogan versus Kim Jong-il. That didn't... Carlin and Pryor. George Carlin versus Richard Pryor was so fucking good. Oh my god. I loved that one so much. Oh my god. Hold on, I'm loading up the playlist because I want to look at all of them. Joker versus Pennywise I thought was great. Vlad versus Dracula. Jacques Cousteau versus Steve Irwin. The guy who played Steve Irwin, was that Epic Lloyd? In the hold on, I gotta look here. Is that Epic Lloyd? It was Epic Lloyd. He nailed frickin' Steve Irwin so good. We are the Wright brothers. Are you looking for the lover? Because your princess is in our castle now. Yep, she's gone. We stayed up all night playing Donkey Kong. I love that shit. Like, oh my god. Ronald McDonald versus Burger King with Wendy jumping in. Guy Fawkes versus Che Guevara. Freddy Krueger versus Wolverine didn't hit for me. I get what they were going for, but it was a miss for me. And then when they came back after 2 years with Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg, that one was actually surprisingly good. Such a fire bar. Yeah. I didn't like Bruce Banner versus Bruce Jenner. The reason is because Jenner gets so much more time. So many more lyrics. Like, Hulk gets, like, Bruce Banner and Hulk get, like, almost half the time that Bruce and Caitlyn Jenner do. So, wasn't thrilled with that one. Hell no, that was ass. Yeah. Gordon Ramsay versus Julia Child's another good one. I didn't like Tolkien versus Martin. I know we were just talking about the Red Wedding, but Tolkien versus Martin felt like a miss to me. Spielberg versus Hitchcock. That one's top. That one's top tier for me. Copperfield versus Houdini. Mid. One of my favorite ones to just listen to, not even just watch, but one of my favorites to listen to was Eastern versus Western philosophers. Like that one to me was just mint. Let's see. Washington versus Wallace, that was another good one. That was my problem when it was Hitler versus Vader. He murdered him and everyone, and Vader just kills him. Yeah. I can see that. Gosh. Okay, we talked about a lot of ones that are good. I wanna pick out the one that is the worst out of all of them. Okay? I want to pick out which one that literally as soon as you hear it start, you're just like, click, next. Now you're 6 foot in black and can't get a date. Oh, lightsaber. Her lightsaber. You need a lifesaver. You saw me, you're forced to fix your fucking respirator. Yep. God, I still remember a lot of that shit. Holy crap. Okay, my contender for the worst. Superman versus Goku. I actually kind of like that one because I'm a huge anime nut, if you didn't get the the drift. That was hot garbage. I mean, it definitely wasn't... It wasn't the one that I would pick for, like, best bars or anything like that. I think they were going more for visual effects than they were for overall writing in that one. I'm a huge fan, too. Yeah, same. God, I'm torn between two. Only part I like was when Krillin screamed Goku, yeah. Defeat me with heat beams, you're crazy. Cause I'm a Super Saiyan, you're a flying Miss Daisy. Mighty pasty, be powered by the sun. You can't float the sun, Goku. I can't get it done. I need to rewatch all of these now. I'm feeling it again. Okay, my pick for the worst out of all of them. And I know it's one that some people liked, is Thanos versus Oppenheimer. I genuinely did not enjoy that one. Like, a lot of the other ones, most of the other ones I can... well, hold on. Okay. I'm gonna pitch this off to you, Ronnie. Because you're the most active in the chat. I didn't like it. I didn't like that one. But I'm going to pitch this over to you. Is the worst between these two. Okay? Oppenheimer destroyed Thanos. Yeah, but that's part of what I didn't like about it. It was pretty dramatically one-sided. That's the same thing I said about the Hulk and Jenner one. Okay, so in that case, because I already know you're going to say which one you liked between those two. And yeah, it has its moments. It has its moments that are pretty good. The one that I literally didn't get the matchup from the jump. Like, I had to do research about it, which isn't a kill for me, but it wasn't entertaining. The bars were pretty mid. It's Jeff Bezos versus Mansa Musa. I don't know what it is about that one. I think it might just be because it fell in between two that I really, really liked in hindsight. But Jeff Bezos versus Mansa Musa, no, that's the one I'm going to give worst. Did I see that one? It's, if you go to the Epic Rap Battles channel and go to the Epic Rap Battles History Complete playlist, it's number 8. So it's one of the ones from the most recent season. Sounds ass. It was. It was hot garbage. Yeah, God, that's really... Like, out of all of them, that's the one that I can't even think of a good lyric from. You haven't seen that one, you're gonna hate it. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I think you're gonna hate it. Maybe, God, Bezos did have a couple good lines in there. But they're not memorable, that's the thing. Like, to me, when it comes to these rap battles, there has to be a moment in them that just sticks in my head, and that's what makes me love it. Right? That's where I'm like, nope, that was the best line, that was the best bar. That's why I think he won this one, or she won this one, because that's the one that just, nothing else mattered after that. I want to understand, a lot of people hated, dude, Mozart vs. Justin Bieber was a classic. I love that one. Hey, Graphic Groover, you can go ahead and go fuck yourself with a hot poker, rectally, preferably. Get your shit off my stream. Sorry, I had to reset the chat just to get that nonsense out. And now we ban. One day, maybe I'll be big enough where I will have somebody to help me do this. Lamau. I can't stand bots, man. Yeah, like the Lego ones, like Harry Potter versus Luke Skywalker, and what was the other one? Thor versus Zeus. Like there was a lot of hate for those, and I mean, maybe the sentiment has changed since I was really like heavily invested in the ERB videos. But I know historically a lot of people were like, you know, it's they're not as good, or they're not as fun, or fuck, I loved them. Especially Zeus versus Thor. Yeah, Lego Zeus versus Thor. Animated perfectly, yeah. What's that one line he says something about make like your daddy and swallow my babies or something like that? I was like, oh, fuck. Oh my god. I'm literally gonna rewatch or re-listen to all of these in the next like 3 days. I have to. It's been too long since I listened to all these. Yes. And Loki, like I loved Loki's like not even really being an entity in the video, just being there and like dancing, and when I get red, I get Norse. Like, my god. Oh, that's so good. Oh shit. I loved Ash Ketchum versus Charles Darwin. Like, I'm a Pokemon fan through and through. But having said that, Charles Darwin whooped Ash's ass. Like, it wasn't even close. The only lick that Ash got in was when he was like, yo, this dude here spent, I can't remember how many years studying barnacle dicks. Kick it! Like, that was close. Batman and Robin was... Epic Lloyd as Robin is quite possibly my favorite thing he did in the entire channel. Boy, I want to make you wonder how your ass got killed. By Hernan and the Hounds out of Baskerville. God damn it. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot all about this one. Alexander the Great versus Ivan the Terrible has some of the best, like, back and forths. Especially, like, I love how they did it where Ivan the Terrible, like, ran the gambit. Like, that was so good. Kerplunker splatter. Then shattered that fiddle with the back of my hand. Holy corn Joe, let's get him. Oh, goddamn. I remember more of these than I thought I would. Like, just the little pieces you're giving me, I'm like, oh yeah. That was a thing. Oh, shit. Jim Henson versus Stan Lee actually made me sad. Like, the ending to that was so, like, depressing. Which, I mean, I think means they did a great job, you know? Because I grew up a fan of both of their types of content. I love the Muppets. I still love the Muppets. I still think they're great. I mean, Stan Lee. How can you not love Stan Lee, for God's sake? But, like, epic rap battles is nothing without Epic Lloyd, man. He said it in the first battle he did against Nice Peter. And he's right. But, like, the Jim Henson versus Stan Lee, like, with fucking Walt Disney coming in at the end and just being like, I own all your shit, and get back to work, you fucking schlubs, and make me more money. Like, that depressed the fuck out of me. His Trump impersonation is amazing. Yes! Let's see. Okay, I'm going to highlight one more here. One more of the ERBs. Just because we were talking about Epic Lloyd and it made me think of this one. James Bond versus Austin Powers. Epic Lloyd as Sean Connery's James Bond was so perfect. He killed it as fucking Sean Connery. It was so good. Oh yeah. But, like, I loved Austin Powers in that. Oh my god. I mean, I like to swing, but Dr. No means no, baby. I mean, he nailed it. He, like, to me, Austin won the whole damn thing. That dude is talented, man. Oh, 100%. Nice Peter, like, God, I should see if, like, has he been posting on his personal channel anymore? I know they tour, like, a lot. I'm actually super bummed. I missed a chance to go see them by a day. I found out about the concert they were having near, like an hour from where I live, the day after it happened. I was so pissed. So, Nice Peter has not posted on his personal channel in 9 years. Wow. What about Epic Lloyd? I used to love Diss Raps for Hire. I forgot he did those. Epic Lloyd posted 5 years ago, and then he did a collab with Demko and Zarek 8 months ago, and then he released a song 7 months ago called Come Home. But nothing, they've pretty much abandoned their personal channels by the look of it. Interesting. We need epic rap battles again. Like, we need new content from them. Man. God, that was a trip down memory lane I wasn't expecting. I love the epic rap battles, man. It's such good stuff. And there's really, you don't see a lot of like original creativity like that anymore. Yeah, we should see ERB make a comeback. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. They need to bring back the girl who played Bonnie and Marilyn Monroe. Who was that? Hold on, before I leave, who was that? Grace Helbig. Why do I know that name? Grace Helbig. Why do I know? Okay, I know her from something. Like, whether it's... Did she have a big scandal? She's probably the best female they ever had. I feel like she had some huge scandal. I think my wife mentioned something about her. Cleopatra was phenomenal. Just the sass, you know, the energy. Grace Helbig. Scandal. Okay, so she's never had any major scandals. Oh, she abandoned her former channel. So she started a new personal channel that focused on life events. Okay. So she's pretty uncontroversial, actually. Yeah, bring her back. Hell yeah. Candle of the Wind, who can't act for shit. Yep. God. Oh, hold on, where's my phone? I'm literally adding the playlist. Because I know they have all of them on Spotify, right? Epic rap battles. Yep. Just added them all. I'm gonna be listening to those at work tomorrow. And I'm gonna have to stop myself from singing out loud while I'm listening to them. I might get in trouble. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you to everybody who checked out the stream tonight. Thank you to Ice Agent Ronnie, of course. Thank you to, oh my god, I lost all my other frickin', oh, God. Streamlabs, can you help me out? Can you create a widget or something that just has a list of everybody that chatted? Because I feel like an asshole because I don't have a list. I didn't handwrite a list. Take it easy, bud. Well, it's a pain in the ass. You know? They're supposed to be the better software. They're not the better software. But thank you to Lemmy Winks, even though he was grilling my ass over on TikTok. Thank you to Hades over on TikTok. Thank you to Sophia, of course. Thank you to the show Danny P. Thank you to Basketball Boy. I know I'm forgetting somebody, and I apologize profusely. You can rip me a new asshole during the next stream if you stop in for forgetting your name. But I will try to be live. Oh, take it easy, bud. No, I was saying bye. Okay. Mea culpa. But I will try to be live Saturday night, depending on what time I get back with my family. Otherwise, I'll do a makeup Sunday night. But until next... Oh, I always forget to do this. If you haven't already, please subscribe if you're over on YouTube. Follow if you're over on TikTok, Twitch, or Facebook. And until next time, and as always, please be well. Have an awesome night, everyone.